Hello to all our Simple Stories fans out there. How are you? Happy Friday to you. I'm so glad that you're here joining us. Today we are going to be putting together the Simple Pages page kit that is called Dreamer. This features the artwork from the Simple Vintage Cottage Fields collection, and it is absolutely gorgeous. If you're out there, hello, welcome. We're so glad you're joining us tonight. We hope that you've had a great week, that you are getting some crafting done this weekend, or maybe you're planning on doing some tonight as you listen and craft along with us, or maybe you're doing some tomorrow. Hello, Julie from Wisconsin. Great to see you. Yes, please leave comments. Please tell us where you're from. Hi, Dormar. So if you have any questions for me, I'll be watching the chat as we go. Sometimes it's hard for me to see, but I will or catch up on or keep track of. So if you have any questions, just put some question marks in front of your comment, and then I will watch for that. And if I happen to miss it, I will go back and review things at the end and answer any questions that you may have. But welcome. If you haven't tried our page kits, we're going to show those to you a little bit today. We have 8 of them, but we have more of them coming. So we'll give you a sneak peek at all of them. Last week, we did the Bunnies and Blooms collection. So if you'd like to take a look at that, that is on our feed. It's also on our YouTube channel if you'd like to see that. Hello, Joanne from Sydney, Australia. Good morning. That's great. Hi, Sandra. All right, so let's get going. Let me show you this kit. So this is the beautiful Dreamer Simple Pages page kit. You can see that it will create 2 double page layouts, and it comes with everything you need. In fact, the thing that you will probably take you the most time is choosing your photos. So let me open it up and show you what's inside. Each kit comes with full color instructions. There's step-by-steps. So for each side of the page, you can see that you have the full color right there. So if you're looking for a butterfly, you'll see that you need a blue butterfly. There's no guessing. At the top of the instructions, it will tell you what sizes of photos you need. So for this particular page on this layout, we will need 1 5x7 and 2 4x4 square. And then the other side, we have the same thing. We have our photos right here at the top, 2 6x4 horizontal, and then it will tell you 6 2.5-inch square. And then, of course, those are the instructions for that. Now, the kit comes with a sheet of 6x12 chipboard, and you can see they just pop out nice and easy. It's a nice thin chipboard so that you don't get a lot of bulk on your pages. And so, but if you like to have more dimension, you can add those to your project with foam squares. There are also 3 sheets of die cuts, and these just pop out nice and easy. When we manufactured this, we made sure to tell them to do a very light perforation, just enough to keep the kit together, but not a heavy perforation so you don't get a lot of little nodules all along the edges. And then you have the background sheets here. So here's this layout. You can see that some of the layers are pre-printed on there, but we've done a nice general design so that if you want to switch up the sizes of your photos, you're totally able to do that. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. And then here is the other page, and that's what that one looks like. So what I usually like to do is I just go in the order of the pages that are on the package. So we will start with this one right here. So I'm going to set aside this background right here. And then this, I like to think of this cover sheet of the packaging as like the top of a puzzle box, where as you're working on a puzzle, you like to look over and see, where the pieces are, where the colors are, so you can keep that nice and close, as well as your other instructions. So we're going to start with the left side of this page, and I'll keep my instructions nice and handy. I also have this right off to the side. And then now most people, when you start a kit like this, the tendency is you're going to want to like punch everything out before you start. But my tip for you is to leave everything in the sheets. They pop out super easy. And also it will help you to keep from looking through piles and piles of stuff. If you keep it together, then really you're just looking through 3 sheets and a chipboard sheet, right? So if you have everything punched out, it's a lot more work to look through things. Also, there are bonus pieces that are on here. So sometimes when you punch everything out, it tends to get a little bit confusing. So I like to leave them in the sheets, and we'll just start from there. So here's our left page. And the first step says, add the 2 long black and white stripped border strips. So we're going to grab our die cuts, and it says the long black and white ones. So when we look at our sheet, we can see that there's some shorter ones and some longer ones. And for this side, we are going to need these 2 longer ones. So we're going to go ahead and punch those out. Now we have some design team members, I think, on here tonight. So if you have any questions and I happen to miss your question, I'm sure they will pop in and help you out. We have lots of nice crafters too. If you've tried our kits, tell us about them. Tell us what you've thought and what ones you've tried. We'd love to know. Okay, so it wants us to put the black and white strips above and below the blue mat that is printed on the page. So we're just going to grab our adhesive. Now you can ink up the edges if you like. I like to do that, but sometimes I don't. For tonight, to make it go a little faster, I'm just going to skip that step. But when I do ink up my edges, I really like using like a light gray ink because it just gives it a little bit of shadowing without being too, I don't know, dark or contrasty. Now there are little perforation marks on the edges of these, but they're barely noticeable. So actually when you do ink up the edges, that helps to hide them. But if it really bothers you, you can just take the edge of your scissors and scrape along the side of them real quickly, or just a nail file, and that will take them right off. They're hardly even noticeable. I'll even hold this up and you can see you don't even see them. So I don't think they're a problem, but you know, some of you may not like those. Okay, the next step is to add a vertical 5x7 photo to the very best photo frame. So we're going to grab our photo frame. Look at this gorgeous frame that's all ready for us to go. So we're going to punch that out first, and then I will grab my photo. Now the photos that I'm working with tonight are actually some prom photos of my son from a couple years ago. And I just thought this beautiful kit would be perfect for prom or dance pictures. I think it would be perfect for Mother's Day. It'd be perfect for weddings. It'd be perfect for spring or Easter. It just had, or girlfriends, or maybe your mom or your grandma. There's so many different uses for this beautiful collection. And of course, it coordinates with our Simple Vintage Cottage collection. So if you want to add in more details with items from that collection, you are welcome to do that. So here I have my photo all ready to go, and I'm just going to add that to the back. So I like to add the adhesive along the frame, and then I will center my photo behind there. And then if any portion of my photo happens to stick out along the edges, I can just trim that off. So here we go. Let's see. About right there looks good to me. So we'll just add that there. And I don't think any parts of my photo, there's a little bit right there. So let me snip that off. Let me grab my scissors. And we'll just snip off this little edge that's peeking out from behind. And then that is no problem at all. And then I've got this gorgeous layered frame piece that makes it look like I went to all this work, but really I just stuck it right there on my photo and I'm ready to go. So it says to add the photo, and then we will put this centered top to bottom about 1 inch from the right edge of the page. Have any of you played with this kit yet? Have any of you purchased any of the Cottage Fields collection? Now this collection, if you love these papers, it is selling out like crazy. Like it's gone out of our warehouse. So if you love it, you be sure to go purchase it because it's going to sell out of your stores as well. Okay, the next step is to add the pale green flowers die cut. And that one was right inside of our frame. So here we have those pale green flowers. We'll pop those out. And it says to add those under the left edge of the photo frame to the left of the yellow butterfly. So here's our yellow butterfly. We'll look at our picture and we'll just add that right to the left, right under the left edge. And we're going to overlap it over onto our doily a little bit, just like that. The next step is to take the book plate journal block. We're going to grab that. Joanne has purchased this kit. She's played with the Dreamer kit. That's awesome. What pictures did you do with it? Have you put it together? I think someone last week said that they had spent the day putting this one together and had a lot of fun with it. All right, so here's our journal block, and it wants us to adhere that right on top of the pale green flowers. Now keep in mind, you can grab your foam adhesive if you'd like. What I love about these kits is that each one includes a little journal block. So sometimes we get playing with our products, right? And we forget to like leave space for a title or leave space for our journaling, but it's already all figured out for you. So you don't have to stress about it. You can just have the fun of putting it together. Okay, the next thing it says is to add a medium pink chipboard butterfly with accents. So when it's a chipboard piece, it will designate that it is a chipboard piece. So here we have our medium chipboard butterfly. I'm going to grab some foam squares or foam adhesive because I like to add that to mine. And we will just snip off a piece and add that to the back. Oh, good. Yeah, Joanne says she's looking forward to doing it, that she hasn't done it. Let's see. Oh, Teresa grabbed the collection kit. Awesome. That's fun. It's a beautiful, beautiful collection. It's one that you definitely want to grab everything of. It's just, you want all of it. It's really pretty. Okay, let's see. So our medium butterfly goes right here. And then we need to grab the large teal chipboard butterfly. So we have several sizes of teal ones, but it says the large one. So we're going to grab this one right here. And I want to add foam adhesive to that as well. So these kits are a lot of fun. You know, if you want to break out of your normal style, you just want to try on something different, this is a fun way to do that. If you're headed to a crop and you just want to have a kit ready to go where you just print off your pictures and you've got everything already put together for you, these are great for that, especially when you're chit-chatting with your friends and you just want to have, you know, something already to go and you don't have to think too much about it. Okay, then the final step for this page is to add the small white chipboard butterfly. So we've got this one right here. A lot of people are also introducing their friends to scrapbooking with these kits, or maybe their children. Maybe they want to have a fun activity with their grandkids or their children and get them excited about their photos. These kits are great for that as well. So there we have our left side of our page already done. And look how pretty that is. You got the dimension with the butterflies. You got the frames. I love all the layered look of these pieces because it just adds a lot of dimension already. And when you have this under a sheet protector, you're not even going to know that this doily's pre-printed. It's just going to be nice and safe in your sheet protector, and it's going to look like you went to all this work. All right, let's do the right side. Yes, they are great for a scrapbook weekend getaway. You're right. Okay, so let's do the right side of this page. I'll keep my left side handy so you can see how that looks together. Super cute. All right, so it says place the background sheet on your work surface, and it says to add the 2 short black and white strips above and below the blue teal mat. So before we grab the long ones, and for this page, we need the short ones. So we'll go back to this sheet, and you can see that they just pop out nice and easy. I like to put the whole entire page together and then see what bonus pieces are left. That way I can, you know, go back and add them in. Maybe you just want to lay things out and not adhere anything, and then you could decide if you want to switch things around. These are great to use as a starting point. You know, maybe you just want to, you know, like a sketch where you don't really know where to start. So, but you want to have the flexibility of changing up these photos. So we're going to add a short black and white striped strip right there across the top, and then one across the bottom. Okay, the next step is to add 2 4x4 photos to our stacked photo frame die cuts. So we're going to find that and punch that out. Here it is right here with the 2 4x4 stacked on top of each other. So we will go ahead and get that punched out and ready to go. Super easy. And then again, like my 5x7 photo, I'm just going to add adhesive to the frame and then lay that frame right on top. So let me grab those photos. Now these ones, I wasn't quite sure. I have a couple of them that I wanted to do. So I have a group photo, and I wanted to see if that would fit right there, which perfect it does. I love that. Okay, so we're going to do that one first, and then I'll do the other ones. So let me move those up. How much are these kits? These retail for about, I think it's $14.99. You can find them. There's how many pages in the kit? There are 2 double page layouts, so 4 pages total. You can use them as a double page layout, but you can also separate them if you'd like and use them as single page layouts if you'd like. You know, maybe they won't be next to each other in a book, and so you can use one for 1 year and one for another year. So my photo's kind of poking out, and this is on purpose. So this way I just use the edge of the frame and I just trim that off. You can trim your photo ahead of time if you'd like, but I like to just do it with the frame. That way I have some extra space to center it how I like to center it. So these kits are in stores now. There's a variety of them, and we are coming out with new ones all the time with each collection that we release. So you can find them at your local retailer. They are also at your favorite online stores, and you can also find them at, I believe, on our website in our outlet store. I think I was told. So let's see. I want to decide if I want to do that picture or this one. I think I'm going to do this one. Okay. So I'll just place the adhesive around the edge. Then this one I am going to chop off the bottom a little bit before I stick it on, just so I don't have so much bulk back there. And then we will just center that. So fun. My daughter's a senior year this year, and I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do for their prom yet. I haven't heard. I need to look into that. Are your schools going to hold a end of year dance? All of the other ones have been canceled, and the kids have kind of been doing, you know, group dates on their own. But I'm not sure what they're going to do for senior prom. Okay, so we're going to add this 1 inch from the left of the page. We're just going to center that top to bottom. About right there. All right, the next step is to add the beautiful layered border strip die cut with the yellow butterfly. So it says beautiful because the word beautiful is on there. So let me find that one. It's right here. See, they just pop out so easy. It's already on its way out. Don't even have to worry about it. So this is going to go right here in the center of the frame with the left edge flush with the left edge of the page. So we're going to add that right there. And I'm going to move it up slightly just so I don't cover the faces in the photo below. Okay, just like that. The next step is to add the pink floral die cut to the right of the top photo. So all of these images have been sized to go with this layout. Now look, we have 2 pink die cuts. And when we do that, we make sure, like if we're using the same image on 2 different pages, we make sure that they're the same size. So they're the exact same size, so you don't have to worry about if you grab the wrong one. So this one's going to go to the right of the top photo. Just like, got to look at my picture, see how I want to arrange that. Maybe right about there. Okay, the next thing I need is the chipboard Hello Lovely postcard piece. So I'll grab my chipboard. Look at this fun big piece. Look how big that is in my hand. Isn't that an awesome little title? Well, big title. So fun. So we're going to add that right below, and I'm going to add some foam squares to that one. Now the next piece I'm going to need is a layered piece, and it's going to be tucked behind this piece here up in the corner. You can see it right here. So I'm not going to put tons and tons of adhesive on this because I want to be able to tuck that behind. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll add this right here. I'm just going to shift it a little bit so it doesn't cover my photo. All right, and then we need the layered postage stamp piece. So that one is right here in the middle of this frame. And that one's going to be under the top right corner. Yes, Teresa said she used the bonus pieces to create more pages. Yeah, so we also have card kits, and the bonus pieces are fun to, either create another project with, or in the case of our card kits, you could decorate the envelopes with them. So lots of fun possibilities. All right, the next piece we need is the large yellow chipboard butterfly. And that we have this nice huge piece. I love this. Look how gorgeous. Isn't that awesome? And this one's going to be added to the right of the yellow flowers. I'm going to add some foam adhesive to this. So we've got that ready. And then our final one is to add, I'm going to put that right about there, the medium till chipboard butterfly. So this one right here. And this one's going to be added to the right end of the striped border strip down here. And that's it, guys, with this page. We've been on here 23 minutes. I probably said hello for a couple minutes. So this page took just over 20 minutes, and we've got this gorgeous double page layout all ready to go. Isn't that awesome? I can add my journaling here. If I want to add more journaling, I can create a pocket behind the photo or something like that. I can stitch on here. I can add buttons. I can add brads. In fact, our brads would be so beautiful to add with these. We've got the foam stickers or the other chipboard if you want to add even more layering, but really you've got this great full layered look all ready to go. So that's page number 1. All right, let's go ahead and do page number 2. So here we have the background sheet right here. And the first thing we're going to need is a long floral border strip that's going to go right here. You can see it right here. So let's grab that. So there's one that's shorter and one that's longer, and it says to grab the long floral border strip. So the tendency is going to be to just, start putting the page together. But I've seen a couple people do that and they miss pieces. So I suggest just quickly reading through before you start, just to make sure you're not missing any layers. We get excited, and really you've got, it takes so quick that you shouldn't be in, it doesn't take that much longer to just have a quick peek and make sure you're not missing anything. Okay, the next thing we need is the long black polka dot strip. So we've got a shorter one and a longer one, and the longer one goes on the left page. So we're going to pop that one out and add that above the teal dream big. So we've got this teal piece that's already printed here, and we're going to add this one right above it. And you can see it just fits perfect. I mentioned you could do stitching. What's awesome is it looks like you have 1, 2, 3 layers on here, and then you would do a 4th, but really you've just got 2. So it's not going to be, your sewing machine is not going to struggle with that if you decide to run it through. Even if you're hand stitching, it's going to be easier because you don't have so many layers to go through. Okay, beginning 1/2 inch from the right edge of the page and 1/4 inch up from the black polka dot strip, we're going to add 3 2.5 inch square photos. So let me grab my photos. think I buried them a little bit. There they are. So what I did with these, on the instructions, it shows white squares, and this is to show you where the photos go. So there's not white placeholders that are included in the kit, but I actually like to cut white cardstock to the size that it says, and then I cut my photos just a little bit smaller so that I have a white mat. So you can do that. So I have 6 photos total, and I'm going to lay these out real quick because I want to put them in the order that they happened. So I want, let's see, these 3 over on this side because that happened later. And I'm going to put these right here. So this was a fun memory. My sister-in-law was speaking at this big conference and she invited us to our family to come. So we got to come. And my kids were super embarrassed because I was taking selfies and but I'm like, this is awesome. Sorry, I'm taking some selfies. I'm a scrapbooker. Do your kids get embarrassed when you take selfies or pictures of them? I think my kids are used to me snapping pictures of them, but I think they think I'm a little goofy when I start taking pictures of myself, but that's okay. You know, I want to be in the pictures too. All right, so there we have our 3 2.5-inch square photos along the bottom of the page. The next thing we need is the pink floral die cut. So that's the one that was similar to the other page. So we're going to grab that one right here, pop that out. There we go. And this one's going to go under the left edge of that photo, just like that. I'm going to lift that up a little bit and tuck that in there. The next piece we need is a 4x6 photo that we're going to add to one of the frames. So let's punch out a frame. Here are our 2 frames, and then we will add a 4x6 photo to one of them. Again, I've got all these awesome bonus pieces right there in the centers. We've utilized every bit that we could. And then let me grab my photos. So I will do this one. And again, I will just add adhesive to the frame. I printed these out with a white border, thinking that it would just shrink my photo perfectly to go right in there because the frame does overlap it slightly. I don't want to cut off my son's head, so I'm going to move this up a little bit. About right there. And I don't think I have anything sticking out. Nope. Okay, so this one goes right above on the right side of the page. So right here, and then it's going to overlap the floral one a little bit. Okay, the next thing we need is the Live, Laugh, Love birdhouse with the teal flowers. This is another awesome big piece. So these images come from the collection, but you're not going to find them this large in the other packages. So even if you just want larger die cut pieces, this would be a great way to get those. So we're going to add that right here to the left side of this photo. And I want to overlap it slightly. It actually worked out perfectly with my daughter right there. It just fits awesome. Love that. Okay, the next thing we need is the layered strip with the pink butterfly. That one right there. So here we go. This nice, awesome big piece. I love that this artwork looks very dimensional. You can see that. Look at that awesome. You got the little twine and the buttons, but if you wanted to add dimension, you could find a pink button in your stash and just stitch that right on top of that one right there. So we're going to add this along the bottom or along the across the top of the 2.5-inch square photos like this. Okay. And then the last thing we need for this page is the medium yellow chipboard butterfly. And that would be this one right here because we already used the large one. So we'll pop that out, grab some foam. Where did I do? There it is. It's like it rolled away. Do I have any questions out there? Yes, it is pretty. Joining late. Yes, getting great ideas. Good. I'm so glad, Jacqueline. Thank you for coming. It's fun to have you guys here. All right, so this just goes right here on the left edge of there. And there we have it. Our left page is already done. Give you a close-up look. Again, if you wanted to add dimension, you can add a button on top of there or there. You could do stitching. You could do outlining with your pen. If you don't have a sewing machine, you could do like dash lines with a black or white pen. Another fun idea is to use a seam. Here, I'll show you. One of those sewing wheels. You can put like a piece of chipboard underneath your project and just run this right along there, and that will give the look of stitched lines as well. So that's fun to do. All right, let's grab our right side. The first thing we need, again, is that floral border strip. And this time we're going to use the short one. Add that right there above the blue. So on all of our kits, where we've added the piece, where the pieces will be added, we've made sure to leave a line or a pre-printed piece so that you can line it up straight and perfect. That way you're not having to take out a ruler and measure anything. You know exactly where to put it. Okay, the next thing we need is the black polka dot strip that will go down here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put that there. The next thing we need is our 2.5 inch square photos, and we're going to continue this row of photos right here. So I'm going to actually place that right there so I can use it as a guide to add these photos. So I've got, if you look at my picture, I've got two 2.5 ones here, and then I'm going to be putting another one up here next to the 4x6 photo. So I'm going to choose which ones I want to go right here, and then which ones I want to put up here in the top. And I think I'm going to put this floral one up at the top. The pictures, okay, so after my sister-in-law spoke at this conference, they had a luncheon afterwards, and there were the most beautiful flower centerpieces. They were so soft. They had like ivory and peach and periwinkle flowers, so I had to take a picture because I'm like, I want to have those flowers sometime again. They were just beautiful. All right, so we're going to add that here using my other page as a guide. So I match. The funny thing about this luncheon was we were having the luncheon in the office building, and the office building was closed for the conference. And at the end, we could not remember how to get out. So we went out a random door and set off an alarm, and all these security guys came running to like see what was happening. And thankfully, one of the security guys knew my husband. And so we didn't get in trouble, but we were sure embarrassed. We felt bad that we set off all the alarms of the building, but oh well. All right, so I need my other photo. And I have it under here. And we will get that added to the frame. Yeah, it was a little embarrassing, but actually more frightening when all these security guys come running at you. You're like, uh-oh, we did not do, that was not what we meant to do. Okay, so let's center that. I love that. It looks like we have all these layers stacked up behind that photo, but it's just this cute frame that we added. And then this will get added right above our row of photos. And then we will add our last 2.5-inch square photo to the right. And I believe it goes that way, yeah. Okay, after I had the photos on there, I need to grab the small border piece with the yellow doily. So that would be this one right here. We'll pop that out, and this is going to go across the top of that small photo at the top of the page, right here. So we're going to add that right there, and then the next thing we need is the teal best ever banner die cut. So we're going to build some little layers up here at the top of the photo. So here's our best ever. And that's going to go right here across the top corner of that photo. So I'm going to do it right about there, I think. And then finally, we need the small pink chipboard butterfly to finish that little cluster out. So we've got 2 pink ones. We got actually 3. So I'm going to look at the picture, and it's this small one right here. And we're going to add that right there. We'll just add that to the end. And then we have this cute little cluster. I didn't cover that very well, so I'm going to just snip that. Tuck that back in there. Okay, there's that little cluster. The next thing it says is to add the Till Hello Happy wood circle. I love this piece. It's so cute. This collection has all these wood circles that have, either light brown or teal, and they have these cute sayings on them. Love this one. So this is going to go in the bottom right corner of that square photo. Okay, then we need a pink chipboard heart to go right here on the edge. So here's our heart. And I'm just going to I'm not going to pop this one up. I'm just going to use my tape. And that's going to go right here. Okay, the next thing I need is the yellow striped border strip. So this one right here. And it says with a torn edge on the right, we're going to add that across the bottom of the 4x6 photo. So pop that out. And it says to put the straight end. There's a straight end and a torn end. And we're going to put the straight end flush with the left side of the page. Like that. Okay, the next thing we need is the yellow bird branch die cut. Here's another fun big piece with this yellow bird. Punch that out. And we're going to add that right here. And it's going to kind of curve down right here, if you can see on the photo. It's almost touching the black and white polka dot strip. Okay, so the next thing we need is the pink Dreamer title. Now, this comes with this big title, but Dreamer doesn't exactly match my memory, so I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I actually got the foam stickers, and I want to put this black word that says together. So, you know, feel free to bring in your other supplies to make it work for your title, for your project. So that together is going to fit perfect right there. I love that our foam stickers come on these clear sheets. I can hold them up to my project to see how they're going to fit, to see if the color looks okay against the pattern papers. I love that. I'm just thinking if I want something else. But nope, I think I want to do together. So these are really fun. If you haven't tried our foam stickers, they are so much fun for titles. They have all these fun accent pieces, and they are just add this great dimension to your project. So I'm going to add that right there. And then the next thing we need is a small wood chipboard heart. And that's going to go to the left edge of this title. So right here is the small one. And I actually think I missed one on the other side now that I'm looking. Yeah, I missed a step, so I'll have to go back and add that. Instead of here, it's right here because this other title was longer. I'm actually going to add it right next to my title just to fill in that space. Okay, and then it says to add the teal ticket die cut under the left edge of the yellow bird. So back to my die cuts, we'll find the teal ticket. And that's the last piece on that sheet, so I can throw away this outer piece. And I'm going to tuck that right there under here, like so. And then it says to add a small yellow chipboard butterfly to the left of the nest right in this spot. So here's that chipboard butterfly. I'm going to add some foam to the back. How's everyone doing? Yay! You're loving it. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful collection. Again, this coordinates with the Simple Vintage Cottage Fields collection. So if you love the look of this kit, you're going to love that collection. Okay, and then the very last piece is add the small pink chipboard butterfly with the black accents. So right here. And that one is going to go down here. And that's it. What time is it? We've been here 45 minutes and we've created 2 double page layouts. I'm going to go back and put this heart on the other one because I missed that step. And then I will show you the finished layout, and I will also show you all the bonus pieces that are left. So you can see all the fun things you're going to have to work with to either add to your page and decorate it up some more, or again, like one of our, I think it was it Teresa or Jacqueline? I think it was Teresa. Yeah, Teresa used the pieces to create a whole nother project. So you get a lot of bang for your buck. Another thing I like to think of when you do these kits is now that you have these pages, look how gorgeous that turned out. Love that. You've got all the layered look. You've got all the chipboard, the clusters, the layered pieces. You can add button on top of that if you want more dimension. You could add in the brads. You could add in stitching. So many possibilities. Okay, so there was our first page or our second page. And for those of you who joined us late, here is a look at the first one that we made. All right, and then let's look at the bonus pieces. So you've got these beautiful butterflies left, the book plate, these fun paint chip looking pieces, the bird. You've got these pieces that were on the inside of the frame. Florals and tickets and more phrases that would be fun to add to the photos. Here's another ticket and a banner. So this one ended up with a lot of fun, cool extra pieces. You got this banner, the butterfly, the watering can. That's not all. We still have more. So I didn't use that dreamer title. I could use that on another project. I have a little journal spot. And there's a butterfly. I think that's it, but that's a lot. And here's one that fell out. So let's see, let's count those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21 die cuts, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6 chipboard pieces left over. So you're definitely going to be able to create something. So this is the Dreamer Page Kit by Simple Stories. This is in stores now, both at your local retailer or online. If you don't see them at your local retailer, be sure to ask them for them, because that's how they know what you're looking for. I want to show you the other designs that we have available currently. This is the Magical Memories. This is a theme park themed kit. So you've got like your castle. That would be so fun to take a picture in front of the castle right there. Family photos. This page has lots of little tiny photos. That is meant so that if you take pictures with all of your favorite characters, you have a spot to put all of those. And then look at this one. You have this giant Mickey air die cut. Look at that. It's huge. You're not going to find that in a die cut pack or a chipboard sheet. And then you've got all these places to put photos of you on the different rides or with the different characters or eating your favorite treats, right? So that is the Magical Memories. We have the Happy Together. This is a great one for everyday type memories. So we've got these fun numbers right here that say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 photos. So something fun you could do with this is put number stickers on each of the photos and then number stickers over here on this chip or this clipboard journaling block and write about each of the different photos. Down here, you have one that's called Happy Together, just a really great, maybe you've got all of the pictures of the kids and a family photo, something like that. That would be really fun for that page kit. And there's a look at the pieces with that one. We have this one called All My Love. This one has a Valentine feel about it, but it's not Valentine specific. So it says, sweetheart, and it says love you too, love you more, love you most, and then forever and ever. This one says all my love, all my life, and then hugs and kisses. So it doesn't say happy Valentine's Day anywhere on there. So you could just do that about the people you love, your family or your friends. This one is the Happy Spring. We did this one last week, so if you'd like to take a look at that, be sure to check that out. This one here says Happy Easter, but we've actually included a second word that says spring. So if you have more spring photos or you don't celebrate Easter, you can put Happy Spring. And then this one down here, it says spring is in the air. In fact, I think I have these pages. Yeah, I have them right here. So I'll show you what those look like. So there's the ones we did last week. I added in some enamel dots. And then here is this one. So lots of fun with that kit. This one we did today, which is the Dreamer Kit. Super fun. We've got this travel one that's called Let's Get Away. You've got your suitcases and airplanes and cars for your road trip. This one is geared more towards camping with the tents. And then under this call out right here, there's a car and a trailer. So that one's more of the outdoors. In fact, I'll show you that piece. It's right there. It's this huge chipboard piece. Super cute. So that is the Let's Get Away kit. Then we have the You and Me. This one is from our Happily Ever After collection. So it says our story, you and me. Our love story is beautiful, or every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. And then this says Happily Ever After. So this one looks more wedding with the wedding cake. And then capture the love. However, if you don't want to, if you don't want to use it with wedding photos, you just leave off that cake and do something different right there, the cake and the rings, and just say happily ever after, and maybe do some cute pictures of you and your significant other. And then we've got this one that is school themed. It's called Ready, Set, Learn. So you've got back to school, super fun. And then we've got Ready, Set, Learn. It says class act with that giant ruler. Love that. This would be a fun one to do like the first day of school, the last day of school, and talk about how they've changed over the year. Maybe show some field trips, or maybe if you're doing virtual learning, show them on their computers and record those memories that way. So those are our page kits. I also want to show you, I don't want to keep you a long time, but I want to show you our card kits as well. So if you're curious about those. So here we have the card kits, the magical greetings. And I'll go through these quickly. The Hello Friend. I love these ones. This one's so cute. It has a stack of books and it says, all my favorite chapters include you. This one says, it will be okay. Sending you happy thoughts. Hello, friend. You can count on me with the numbers. So great everyday cards. This one is fun for Valentine's Day, but again, it doesn't say anything specific to Valentine's Day. So you could use these year round. I love you this much. I love you more than chocolate, forever and ever. You're a top quality friend. You mean the world to me. Hang in there. Sending you lots of love, and I really love you. I think that whale one would be so cute for a baby card. I love that. Here's the one that coordinates with this kit that we did today. This is called Hello Lovely. So pretty with all the butterflies, the florals. It says always and forever, believe in yourself, hello lovely, with love, simply joyous, love you, and hello. So great everyday sentiments there. This is the Sending Sunshine. This would be great to, send to the grandkids for Easter. If you're not getting together, tuck a coupon in there to go get ice cream or something. So somebody loves you, sending you sunshine. Again, it's not Easter specific, so you could do it anytime. Sending you sunshine, enjoy the little things. Everything grows with love. Look on the sunny side. Bouncing by with the springtime high. Live life in full bloom. And this one says, bloom where you are planted. This is called the Wish You Were Here card kit. Imagine the places you'll go. That'd be great for graduation. You make me a happy camper. I'm lost without you. Sending hugs from afar. Follow your heart. Wish you were here. Hoping your day is just plain awesome. And best friends. Look at those cute little swimsuits. Love that. Wedding cards. Wedding season is coming up. So this one says happy engagement. Just married. Congrats. Let's celebrate. Happily ever after. Happy wedding day. Wishing you a lifetime of happiness. Cheers to forever. Congrats. Let the adventure begin. And then finally, our school one that's called You've Got Class. And again, even if you don't have kids in school, this is so cute. I love this one. No one measures up to you. Let's do lunch with the cute lunch tray. I love the little carrot sticks and the cookie. You can change the world. You've got class. We've got chemistry. You're my favorite subject. Your future is bright. And teachers can do virtually anything, for those of our teachers that have been working so hard for all of our students this year. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, this is the Dreamer Page Kit. I hope you've enjoyed watching this come together, and we will for sure do this again sometime. I hope you have an amazing weekend, that you get some scrapbooking and crafting in. Again, let me just say that we are so glad that you joined us tonight. And my name is Jana Eubank with Simple Stories, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for coming by.